Hey everybody, welcome and thank you for tuning in. You're watching Heat 4 for the Dash for Cash at Indy 800 Butterfly Farm. Now, what were we? We were still at 6 kilos overweight, but this was the start of the heats of where it was really cutting it close, so I almost put no fuel in it. So the 3 litre tank, I put the absolute bare minimum based off what I was putting in the other heats, and when I came in there was like no fuel left in the tank. It was literally what was in the fuel line, so it's kind of very close on this one. 6 kilos overweight. I forget where I am starting. Is it 9th? I think it was still 9th. I also want to talk about, I'm a bit upset because 3, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 9th. So starting 9th. We'll watch the start of the race first. Not a bad start that time. Oh, that's right. Yep. So it was a false start. Just means that first place and second place were throttling too fast. Like acceleration was too much at the beginning. Which I believe restricted light is really bad at them. They like to really have the speed too fast at the starts. When I'm front row in medium, I'm putting. I'm going as slow as I can because I know when to react, and I know essentially I just have the experience at the start, so I know what my engine can do at a certain throttle length. So I go very, very slow, and I have a fast reaction to get a good start. These guys just go essentially really fast at the start, and that's why they always pull away. Their starts are a bit, I wouldn't say immature, they're inexperienced. They just think that they have to be faster than second to get a good start, where you're just putting along with the second in front of you. They get disqualified, or they get black and white flagged, and they get dropped 2 positions anyway. So it was a good start still after the restart. I did gain a position, but then I knew this guy, number 8, was faster than me, so him being behind me, I knew he was going to pass fairly quickly, and I wasn't going to challenge that. There's no point in me fighting that and making him lose time and everything. So yeah, so I want to talk about a few things. There's going to be one moment where you'll see how bad I am at racing. Actually, I keep saying I'm a veteran and I'm good, I'm experienced, I know it all, and then I do this mistake. It's coming up very soon. And back when I was a kid, my dad would always give me a talking to if I did stuff like this, and you would think I would have learned racing for so long, but I'm pretty sure, is it this lap? Oh my god, such a rookie thing to do. Oh, that was, yeah. So what I essentially did was, and I did it too soon, so at that straight moment I have a little flick of the head to look behind me to see how much of a gap I have, and I don't know, I actually don't know what happened. I turned my head and the car went the same way. I mean, that speaks for itself. I mean, your whole body turns, like you would expect that your hands are going to turn the same way, so the steering wheel's going to turn. Yeah, that was the biggest rookie mistake of my life. And unfortunately, because I actually went off the track at the start-finish line, my transponder on the go-kart never responded that lap, so I'm actually in dead last minus a lap. I'm actually I wasn't actually last, I can't remember what position I was. I make a quick move there, and I just start pumping it to try and catch up. But, I did argue to the steward, or I didn't argue, but I did protest that. I was like, oh, I got the footage, I know where I was placed. Any chance we can, I didn't actually come last, I didn't DNF. Any chance we can put me in the position that I actually finished, since I have proof, and since it was just a little electronic error, and it took me a while. I had to go from steward to steward, but they were really responsible with that one. They saw reason. It's just a little bit of an error for off-track scenario. But yeah, that was really the only fun moment in the race. It's just me trying to catch up. I do eventually catch up, but I want to talk about racing in general. So it's a very sad topic. I personally think that local kart racing is dead. Yeah, it's tragic, because that's really where karting starts, and that's really where karting grows, is the local racing. I don't know if it's in Karting Australia, the license Karting Australia, it seems like local racing outside of Sydney is dead. I was entered in a race this weekend, and there was 25 entries all up, like 9 classes, 25 entries. So there was 0 entries. Well, it wasn't 9 classes, like 6 or something, but my class had 1 entry, which was me. The heavies had 1 entry, the lights had 4 entries, and every other class had like 2 or 3. Like, it was just, the numbers were so low, and for me to get to that race, I've got to spend $140 on entry fee, I've got to spend $60 on fuel, $300 on tyres. So what's that? That's $500 just before I even get onto the track. Like, on top of that, you got to buy kart fuel. That's only $20. Any damages, minimum, it's going to be $50. You can get a max up to $1,000 for damage on race days. Like, I'm usually lucky because I'm very passive and evasive, so I watch out for drivers. I take my passing very strategically, so I don't have any accidents or any damage, because I can't afford it. I couldn't, me being the only person in my class, I couldn't really logically see a sense in me travelling for, I think it's 3 hours, I think it's 3 or 4 hours, to go to that race, to just go on the track by myself. Like, practice is pretty expensive as well. Practice is $50. So if I wanted to go on the track by myself, I'd just go practice day. Like, it was so sad. It did upset me, because it's going to be the only race I have this month. And even next week, because I looked at the calendar, I was like, oh, well, I can't do this race. I want to do a race a month. So what's the next race? Next week, there's 0 entries. 0 in every category. There'll be entries come through this week. I guarantee my class will have 1 or 0, or they won't put my class up. The weekend after that is another track. So far there are a few entries there, because it's in Sydney. Like, Sydney's like really the only place you're going to get numbers now. And I think KA is burning themselves because of the AKC, the Australian Karting Championship. That was also a reason why this weekend was really low in numbers, because the AKC round was on in South Australia, and you have almost 400 entries for that. So a lot of people in KA, the KA license, go and race in the AKC, and the AKC is like, it costs like $5,000. I think it's $2,000 just for entry for 4 rounds, and you're spending like thousands of dollars each round. So you're probably at $1,000 each round, even more. I mean, it's just, they're spending all their money on AKC, and locals aren't getting any numbers. So we're on the last lap. Really nothing happened. I just wanted to speak about that. I don't have any more videos up after the finals of this event. Hopefully I can get a race in this month. If I don't, it's just because of numbers. I don't want to race by myself. I'm thinking of going back to Karting New South Wales, because they don't have a massive world, like a countrywide championship. but I don't think their numbers are that high either. And they don't have like local high events where Karting Australia has local, like this was the Dash for Cash. That's a local high event. It's still a local race, but it's a bit of a higher end race. And I like those ones. I like the local high end races. There's just no numbers, and it's getting worse, and that's just because of money. That was my rant, because there was nothing going to happen in that race besides that little spin-off by my accident. I had 40 views last video. I don't expect any more than that on this video. So yeah, anyone who rocks up, I love you all. Anyone who doesn't, you're dead to me. Nah, joking. Like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned for the finals. Peace.